Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hello, my name is Wendy, and I am so pleased to have you here today. If you are into health, fitness, and yoga related videos, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And while you're at it, click that little bell icon to be notified every time I post, which is several times a week. So today's fun class, we'll be getting a little bit more into the inner thighs and the back and the hamstrings. We're going to be working into straddle. So as you can tell by the title, a lot of our movements today will be from the straddle position. We'll just do a light warm up and then we'll hop into it. No props are really required. However, if you struggle with sitting up straight in your straddle, I find it extremely helpful to slide a blanket, a cushion, just something underneath the sit bones to help give yourself a lift and a little bit more room to work with. So without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started in Sphinx. So just using our elbows here, we'll pull the chest forward, give yourself a little bit of movement. We're using this as a transition posture. So from here, we're just going to come into a half frog. So we're going to slide our right knee so it's in line with the right hip, flex the right foot, 90 degrees in the hip, 90 degrees in the knees. Just going to hang out here for a few breaths. If you're very open in the inner thighs, it might feel good to give a little bit of pressure to that right hip so that it melts towards the earth. Good, let's go ahead, slide that leg back. Let's come to the other side. So left foot flexes, left knee in a line with the left hip. It's kind of in this half frog, half sphinx pose. Once again, if you're open in the inner hips, you might want to press onto that left hip just to give yourself a little bit of weight. When we're working with our straddles, with our hips, I would find it extremely helpful to have some sandbags handy. I don't have any at all, actually. I really need to get those. They're a really fun prop to help kind of weigh down the legs, give yourself a little extra support. All right, we'll go ahead and release that, send the left leg back. Let's go ahead, come into a full frog. So just opening up our knees, flexing the feet once again. We can invite a little bit of movement forward and back. Frog used to be one of my most hated postures. I used to hate this pose. Now I find it extremely enjoyable. I don't know what switched in my head. Maybe I just realized that it's a really good way to work into the inner thighs without hurting the inner knees. I've noticed that you need to stretch the muscles of the inner thighs, because if they're not stretched and you come into a straddle, because the muscle is so tight, it'll start to pull on the ligaments of the inner knees, which, we don't really want that. So we're going to do everything that we can in order to support our body moving into our deeper flexibility, rather than try to push, 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 and eventually gaining an injury. So we're just going to go ahead, knees together, heels, knees, heels, and we'll come into our straddle. All right, so first straddle here, we'll just kind of wiggle ourselves side to side. I like to flex my feet, have the toes pointed up and in line with the knees. So at a certain point, we might be opening up our legs so much that we feel that little bit of tension on the inner knees. We want to reduce the straddle if that's the case, all right? So that means that the flexibility of the inner thighs is not meeting the flexibility of the entire leg, and that's okay, but we just want to do as much as we can to help bring ourselves into balance that way. Good. A little bit of strength here. We're going to go ahead and frame the right foot. Let's inhale. As we exhale, we're going to round back, try to lift that right leg all the way up. Lower down. Inhale. Exhale. Lift. Inhale down. Exhale. Lift. Inhale down. Okay, other side. Frame the left foot. Inhale. Exhale, round back. Lift. Inhale. To stack. Exhale, lift. Inhale, stack. Exhale, inhale, And back to center. All right, so with that little bit of engagement of the quads, you might be feeling a little bit more open. Just try it out nice and easy, coming forward, making sure we're rolling the shoulders back, leading with our heart. Good. Another exercise we're going to do. We're going to place our right hand behind the right hip. Inhale, sweep the left arm up and over, lift the hips. Exhale, set them down. Switch the sides, left hand behind the left hip. Inhale. Exhale, down. Switch, inhale. Exhale, down. Switch, inhale. Exhale, down. One more time each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Once again, a little bit of movement side to side. And walk the hands forward. Maybe we come a little bit further. So this isn't a race. We're just maybe trying to move like a centimeter deeper after each of our exercises. And if we actually get that centimeter deeper, we are doing good by our bodies, right? Okay, go ahead and sit up nice and tall. We're just going to go to either side. So right hand sweeps under, left arm sweeps up and over. So we don't necessarily have to reach for the toes. We can allow our left hand to just support the back of our head, spiraling the heart open. Or we can start to reach towards the foot. Just not a necessity. Let's inhale, come back up. Good. Exhale to the other side. Left hand underneath. Inhale, right arm reaches up and over. Maybe the right hand just supports the back of the head. Maybe we can come all the way towards the toes. Try to look underneath the armpit either way. Good, let's inhale, unwind. We're going to frame our right foot, or right leg. Inhale, and then as we exhale, we're going to bow, try to grab for the foot. Make sure that our fingertips are relatively even between the two sides of the leg. We don't want to come into a twist or one side reaching further than the other. In this way, we should be getting through that left QL area, and then on the right, on the other side. Good, let's inhale, lift. Switch sides. Inhale to stack the spine. Exhale to bow. Trying to reach for the toes. Notice, usually our left hand will come further than the right. We're just going to draw it back so that they're even. Good, let's go ahead. Inhale, work ourselves up. One more time, we're going to just fold right forward. Inhale. Exhale, walk the hands as far as we can get them. Maybe we come that centimeter deeper, maybe not. Just kind of playing around with how the body shifts and changes as we continue to practice. Good. As we're ready, we'll go ahead, inhale, come back up. Let's scoop underneath our knees, bend the knees, plant the soles of the feet onto the mat. Take the hands behind you. Let's just give a little bit of love to our hips by giving ourselves some windshield wipers. So just letting the knees fall over to one side and then the other. Just polishing the head of the femur bone. Excellent. Taking the soles of the feet together, the knees apart. Giving ourselves a little butterfly. We can wiggle ourselves side to side. Inhale for some height through the chest. Exhale to bow. This time we can round a little bit. I like to do a little bit of bouncing. It just helps with the elasticity of the muscles. And let's go ahead and inhale to sit. If you'd like to, you can sit in this butterfly for as long as you see fit. You could even come into a child's pose or a shavasana. But that is it for our practice today. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Namaste.